By bus, train, and on foot, thousands more refugees are expected to stream into Austria and Germany today. About 11,000 migrants, mostly from war-torn countries like Syria, Iraq, and Afghanistan, crossed from Hungary into Austria yesterday. Many then traveled on to Munich and other cities in Germany. Well, they were welcomed there with cheers, food, and medical supplies. Most had been stuck in Budapest for days by EU rules that require people to apply for asylum in the first EU country they enter. Well, let's go to Frederick Pleiken. He joins us now from Vienna, Austria. Frederick, good morning to you. We see those people. I can only imagine the emotional scene that you're experiencing. But are you seeing people still come in big numbers?
Yes, yeah, they certainly still are coming in big numbers, Lynn. What we've seen here in Vienna early today is several trains arriving with hundreds of refugees on them. There's also buses coming from the Hungarian border. And what happens right here is that here they can either decide whether or not they want to stay in Austria or whether they want to go on to Germany. And if they do, then they're put on trains that go to the city of Munich. But you're absolutely right. It's been really, really emotional to see the outpouring of support from the Austrian public here. I want to show you some of what we witnessed at one of the border towns.
It was Saturday in the early morning hours when the standoff between the refugees and the Hungarian government ended. Budapest provided dozens of buses to take thousands of asylum seekers to Austria. Once they crossed the border, their fatigue and frustration turned to elation. Some, like this man who lost a leg in Syria's civil war, finding strength for the final walk into Austrian territory. I left about a month ago, he says. The journey across the sea was very hard, and so was the border with Macedonia. Everything was hard. Nothing was easy.
I know I'm very happy. All people very happy in Austria. Thank you, Austria. Thank you, Germany.
As more and more buses arrived, the lines of people kept moving west towards the Austrian border guards.
Even though these people are obviously absolutely exhausted, many of them have been on the road for months, have endured horrible things while they were trying to make their way over here. You can still see smiles on almost everybody's faces simply because they're so happy to finally have made it to Austria.
The small town of Nickelsdorf launched a massive aid drive on very short notice. Clothes, food, drinks, supplies kept arriving throughout the day, making sure the busloads of refugees received a warm welcome. I had to wake my colleagues up this morning and get them out of bed, the police officer in charge says. I think in light of the circumstances, we've done quite well. Austria says it received thousands of asylum seekers this day, and the people in Nickelsdorf made sure they were taken care of. Austria's rail company launched a special train service that will bring many of the refugees to other places in Austria or to Germany, and a chance to begin a new life.
And Lynn, it's always amazing to see how especially the children's faces light up. Once they go over the border, once they start playing a little, you can really feel how they just feel a lot better being in a safer place. And I think one of the things that we saw when we were reporting there, you know, for the refugees who come across that border, the material things are important, the food, the water they get, the clothing they get. But it seemed to us that the most important thing to them was that they were being received with a smile and being made to feel welcome in this new place, Lynn.
You know, just a few of those emotional stories capture your heart. There are thousands more. Frederick Pleiken there for us in Vienna. Thanks for bringing that to us. We appreciate it.